morning, guys. We're gonna start off the day by filling up the daily with some E85. I'm very fortunate that I don't have like a daily commute and have to constantly bring jugs of fuel around with me. But I'm still questioning, is it worth it? I think so. Gotta have that spool. Grab some breakfast. Time to go. Ignore that check engine light, I just need to flash it off, but my iPad is dead. By iPad, I mean Android tablet. I'm having a rough morning. See what I'm doing right now? Hopefully we won't have to do that anymore. You'll see. We are back in downtown Orlando, heading to a place called Ultimate Auto. You guys might have seen, I went to one of their meets a while back and filmed a little bit there. But it's a really crazy shop that does a bunch of custom work and stuff. I think mainly on exotic cars. I feel like I see a lot of like Lambo and Ferrari and Mercedes truck builds come out of there. So what could they be doing with the BMW? Tunnel sounds. For those of you that have been commenting about the HKS blow-off valve that's currently on the BMW, it's a loaner, I promise. I have a cooler one. I just haven't put it back on. Just a quick little view from the parking lot. You know, nothing special. So in their showroom, these are actually all cars that are for sale. Just a few cool cars. I was having a hard time finding the pins for the Z32 calipers I got for Nicole's car. My friend Brad from South Florida had some laying around, and he sent us a nice little care package of stuff, so thank you, Brad. He's always offering to help with like parts and giving me advice and stuff, so he's a very big behind the scenes helper of my 240 and Nicole's. Believe it or not, kind of funny fact, he's actually the person that designed the turbo setup that was on Nicole's car back when it had an SR, so that's how we first connected. He keeps telling me to run it on my car, but I'm happy with my turbo setup that I have on my car now. It's rad, I love it. Thanks, Garrett. So I don't remember what day, but I did finish up the handbrake setup. I just didn't film it because I was kind of getting redundant and annoyed with filming the same thing over and over again, working on the stupid knuckle handbrake setup. I didn't have all the brake hardware though, so I just did like a quick test. But anyway, I have a line going right where the crease of the seat is. I drilled a hole and I have a rubber grommet. Handbrake line comes out there, goes to this caliper, and then I have that like T'd banjo fitting, and then the other line kind of runs through here to the other caliper. Sounds pretty simple, should be pretty simple, but it was annoying because I have the harness bar in Nicole's car. I can't move the seat up, so I had to take the harness bar out, and it just gets kind of tricky since I cut all the trim around the harness bar and everything. So that's one of the disadvantages when you try to make the inside of a car look nice, is it makes it a little bit more complicated to work on because there's a lot more stuff to disassemble and work around. But I also aligned the car using the toe plates, and I got the toe in the rear almost perfect just by eye. However, I went to go drive it and I realized even though the toe is perfect, the whole rear end of the car is a little bit too much to the left. So the car kind of crab walks, if that makes sense, like two wheels and two wheels, but I can just dial that out. And I'll know once the steering wheel's straight, then the wheels are straight in the back, so long as the toe's right. I think that's an accurate way to judge it since the steering wheel was straight before. But okay, I'm gonna put this back together real quick. I just went out and tested Nicole's handbrake and it actually works phenomenally. Like it locks up the back wheels in a straight line, which is something my handbrake's never done. But there was one minor issue. If you remember, we kind of have to have it mounted at an angle because the R154 has a trans tunnel kind of banged up. So the whole thing's kind of sitting at an angle. And the point of engagement was like kind of close to here. So when Nicole sits really close to the steering wheel, that gives her very little room to be able to modulate it. So what we're doing, ideally we would just make this longer so that way it could start engaging a little bit sooner. However, this bolt isn't long enough because it's not designed for a setup like this. So what we're gonna do is go to the hardware store, get another bolt similar to this, and then we're gonna grind it down to work like this, and then we should have a longer, stronger bolt so we can get the handbrake to start a little bit closer to the wheel. So we've got an extra bolt here. It's a little bit longer. What we're gonna have to basically do is get this head to be round like this one, because that's what pushes against the master. So we're gonna make something that I see Alberto use a lot to make his welding sticks sharp. I can't find my safety glasses. This will have to do. I'm trying to think of the smartest way to direct all the stuff that's gonna fling. The genius. Working a lot better than I thought it would.
Looks deformed.
Yeah, maybe I'm not holding it at the right angle. That's weird. Not perfect, but not too bad. Alberto, I know they're gonna have to wait for the video, but how'd the tune go? Are you happy?
Yeah, just you know, a little bit of issues, but nothing mechanical. So we're good for drifting. I'm good.
Dude, we should like squad together tomorrow. If my car's done, that'll be so fun. Both of our external gated drift cars.
I just gotta fix my oil leak from the hose. Like my drain, it's leaking. You know, so that the fitting is swivel. So the swivel part of it is just sweating oil through it. It's just like cooking on the manifold. It just smells so bad. I gotta fix that.
Tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow. I can't do it.
Dinosaur sprinkles on top.
Oh my god, that's so really. Are they dinosaur sprinkles?
It's starting to sprinkle over, so you should
sip it.
The hot chocolate saga continues.
There you go, Alberto, just for you.
It's all ready for you now, bud.
There you go. Let's put it there. I'm working.
We're jacking up the car, we're gonna throw it on the lift, and then the SR is gonna go in. I'll be right back though. We're gonna check in with Alberto and see how it's going over there.
What are you doing?
Drinking my hot chocolate. What are you doing? Go back over there. You were like with Adam.
Did you pull on me?
It doesn't matter, it's just gonna shoot out the back. I dropped a razor blade in the exhaust while I was scraping off some of the silicone.
Oh my god.
I can't.
Started the car. I don't think that would happen.
No.
Think of that. Golden. You know what this does, Matt?
Aligns the clutch.
Primes the turbo.
Yeah?
Yep. That tight clearance stuff. It's so much simpler without the transmission on it.
Look at this. I should.
Let me see. It can go down more.
Let me see.
It'll go down a little more. I'm just hyped that Alberto just had Limp Bizkit come on. That made me happy. I like Limp Bizkit. Matt doesn't know what Limp Bizkit is because he's too young.
And then
No, I know
I've
that.
been, like cleaning while I've been wrenching.
I clean your tools while you're wrenching, I clean this while you're wrenching.
Adam 240 stuff all over me.
Yeah, Matt's
And Adam.
it's just pouring onto us while we're trying to bolt up the SR20.
It's bothering me, alright? It's too freaking.
S13 spec S, R, type L. When wifey leaves you notes on the counter. Taking a little break and having Alberto's new favorite, Polish sausage. It's like a combo idea between Nicole and I. It's just like Polish sausage, eggs, and peppers.
It's not as shiny as I thought it would be. I thought it would be like chrome polished.
What? The food?
Polished sausage.
Oh, Polish sausage. All right, so me and Alberto just decided, you know, that we were just gonna chill and not really do anything. Just kidding. We went ham and it's all done, pretty much. There's a little buttoning up, but we're about to start it. Stoked. And the best thing is too, it's not even midnight. Normally we're doing this stuff and it's like 2 a.m. before we start it, but we looked at the clock, it was like 9:30 and we still had not that much to do. So we're chilling. Alberto's about to have some gum. Can I have, oh, thanks, bud. I'm celebrating. I hope I'm not jinxing myself by saying this, but the cool thing is since we already know it starts and we already know how everything wires, this was a much simpler process than having to like fab up stuff and custom make things and figure out wiring issues the last time. So fingers crossed it goes smoothly. I hear the fuel pump. Uh-oh. Should I try to start it? It might not have enough juice. Let me give it a little gas. We're just priming it right now with oil. And I plug it back in and hopefully she fires right up. You ready? No?
Go.
Let me give it a little gas. What's that noise? Almost. Ready? The heck? Is everything plugged in? I don't know if I've shown you guys this, but check out how comical my truck trying to fit in the garage is. It's just not happening. Whoever designed this garage did not design it for big, bad, dirt, mud, 4x4 pickup trucks. If that's not enough power for this car, I don't know what is. Ready, Alberto? The heck was that? Should I give it gas? That really sucks. So we thought that we had the same issue as last time with the stuck injectors. I'm gonna turn the truck off. I'm really upset right now.
Smells like 85. The sky smells like water.
Alberto pulled the plugs and we saw what we thought was the 85, maybe a stuck injector thing again. He went to smell it, smelled it a little bit like water. Alberto, what'd you do?
Well,
Not what'd you do, but then what happened when you undid the radiator cap?
yeah, so, alright, well, first thing. I put the towel, right? I was like, alright, let's do the thing. Comes off. Towel comes off, see like a little red hue on the water. It's like, Adam, we put water on the water. Why would that E85 be like kind of red? And then I smell it, it doesn't smell like E85. I just right now when you take the cap off to check the level of water, boom, the compression came off. So that means this engine's gasket is not sealing properly.
So we literally just did all that for nothing.
I know, we lose. Oh, we finished right before midnight. Sweet, finally, record-breaking thing. Not having to go to bed late and.
I'm really let down. Like, what could possibly do that? I feel like even if the head gasket was kind of iffy, it would still not be that big of a deal. Like, could it be a wrong head gasket? That's not possible.
I don't know. The only thing I don't like is that stuff that's on the gasket.
Yeah.
What if that like got like tack and then they didn't let the gasket seal or something? I don't know.
So that's basically draining the water out of there?
I guess most of it, let's see.
Rather than just leaving it as is, we figured we'd drain the radiator and then turn it over a couple times to hopefully get rid of what water is left in there, but I'm extremely bummed. It just really sucks because we actually took our time this time, did everything right, and this happens. Alberto, what could this possibly be? Like, it's just weird that all the cylinders have it.
Either the head is cracked, or the block's cracked, or improper head gasket installation.
It sucks because like the last time we had issues with the SR, I was super motivated to pull it out and like it was fun and exciting. But now after like the third time, it's just, I'm not looking forward to it. I'm feeling very little motivation towards this. If the SR didn't run as well as it did for that short period of time and be as fun and as rowdy as it was, I would 100% give up on it and just do a JZ. But I really just wanted to run right and be able to actually put it to the test, put some laps in on it, and show that an SR can hang with the big boys. But this just sucks, dude. We're not stoked. I think I'm gonna end the video here. Don't really know what I'm gonna do. Nicole offered that I could share her car, so maybe we'll try to do some last minute angle mods on Nicole's car. Has a handbrake now, and I know that thing's reliable, so it's just been a while without drifting, but anyway, Alberto, you know I appreciate your help more than anything, and I appreciate you guys supporting the videos and our SR shenanigans, and it's a bummer. You guys know how it is.
We finally got all the hoses right and everything.
I know.
Everything was supposed to be leak free and it leaks in the inside. It's like, what? What is happening?
So, I will see you guys tomorrow. It sucks, but it is what it is. This is just how cars go.